So, you're thankful that I'm actually doing a review for this movie? What can I say except you're welcome? Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another Disney Corner video. So today's Disney film that I'll be talking about today is the ever popular film Moana. So this movie starts off with a young girl named Moana, who's the daughter of the chieftain of an island. And she spends most of her days wishing that she could go beyond the ocean, but unfortunately her father has forbidden her to go out to the ocean because of a traumatic incident that happened years ago. But one day Moana discovers that a demigod named Maui has actually stolen the heart of Te Fiti, and this causes Moana's island to be in danger. So Moana decided to venture out to the ocean by herself in order to find Maui and have him return the heart of Te Fiti so that way she could save her island. So what are my thoughts about this movie? I absolutely adore this movie. So I remember when this movie was first announced, or when it first came out, the big thing that I heard about this movie was the song You're Welcome. And when I first listened to this song, I was like, this song is really catchy. I should really check out this movie. So I did, and I really enjoyed this movie since then. So here are some things that I really liked about this movie. So the first thing that I liked about this movie was the tone. So this is basically the lightest and most humorous movie I've seen from Disney in a long time, and that's really saying something from movies that I've seen that had a similar tone, like Hercules and The Little Mermaid. But I really love how lighthearted this movie is. Like, there's a lot of humorous moments throughout this movie, and this movie just has a really light tone to it. Sure, there are a lot of emotional moments in this movie, like the moments between Moana and her grandmother and Maui's backstory, but most of the time the movie is very lighthearted. Like, there's not too many intense scenes in this movie, and there's not too many dark moments in this movie. So I really like the fact that this movie is very lighthearted in tone, and with a few emotional moments here and there, it still manages to make this movie very charming to look at. Another thing that I liked about this movie were the characters themselves. I love the characters of Moana and Maui, as they're the main characters of this movie. Like, I really found Moana to be one of the most interesting protagonists I've seen in Disney films in a long time, because she's such a nice girl who's willing to do whatever it takes to save her island. And I really love the scenes where she's fighting against forces that get in her way. So she's that character who will fight for herself if she has to. And I like how this movie was able to handle all of that. And I really like the fact that Moana is a very compassionate character. Like, I like the fact that Moana tries her best to bring out the good in everybody. Like, the moment that she and Maui starts bonding with each other, she tries her hardest to make Maui feel better about himself. And I really like that aspect of Moana's character, as it really made her to such a likable character. And I really like Maui's character himself. Like, even though Maui starts off like a jerk, we get to hear more about his backstory and about why he's the way he is. And I really like how his friendship with Moana has developed throughout the movie. Like, at first he and Moana didn't see eye to eye with each other, but as the movie goes on, he becomes really good friends with Moana, and I really love their friendship throughout this movie. And I really like hearing more about Maui's backstory. It's a very sad backstory, and it pretty much tells a lot about his character and about why he stole the heart of Te Fiti in the first place. So yeah, I really like the characters of Moana and Maui, as they're very relatable and likable characters. And then, of course, I gotta talk about the music of this movie, which is like the best part of this movie. So I mentioned before the song You're Welcome, which is a song that's sung by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who voices Maui in this movie. And that song is definitely one of the most catchiest songs I've heard of any Disney film for a long time. Like, I always love listening to You're Welcome so much because it's such a catchy song, and it really showcases the lightheartedness of this entire movie. And the music in this movie really made it stand out from all the other Disney films that came before it. So yeah, the music in this movie is fantastic, and some of my favorite songs in this movie are definitely You're Welcome and Shiny. If there's a minor issue that I have with this movie, is that I felt like the secondary characters weren't developed enough. Like, even though Moana's pet chicken accompanies Moana throughout the journey, I felt like that Moana's pet chicken doesn't really get a lot of development other than just being the comic relief of the movie. And I wish that we see more moments between Moana and her parents. Like, we do see a lot of moments between Moana and her grandmother, and we see that they have a very close relationship with each other. But I wanted to see more moments between Moana and her parents, and see how their relationship has gotten to a point where it is now, especially with Moana's father forbidding Moana to leave the island. and I wanted to see more of a fallout from that. But yeah, I wish that the secondary characters would develop a bit better in this movie. Before I get into my overall thoughts about this movie, I would like to let you guys know that there are affiliate links in the description box below if you want to buy any of the movies that are mentioned or linked in this video. If you buy any of the movies that are mentioned in this video using the affiliate links in the description box below, then I will receive a small commission that will greatly help with this channel. So please feel free to use any of the affiliate links in the description box below if you want to add any of these movies to your movie collection. And now a word from this channel. All aboard the animated social media express. Want to send some tweets my way? Then follow me on Twitter. Want to join our special animation community? Then join our Discord group, Animation Bliss. Want to see more updates on our YouTube videos? Then check out our Facebook group, Animation Bliss. Want to download on everything going on with this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, back to the video. But overall, I really love Moana. Even though I wish that the secondary characters would develop a bit better, I love the fact that this film has such a lighthearted tone, it has really good characters, and of course the music is like the best part of this movie. So if you're looking for a good island movie that's all about Polynesian culture, then I highly recommend Moana. So those are my thoughts on Moana, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Moana? And if you have, did you like this movie? Did you hate this movie? And what's your favorite animated film that has really catchy music? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit's blog, Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey animation fans, like this video? If you want to see more animated content from this channel, then please hit that big old animated subscribe button so that you can get more awesome content from this channel.